Hello and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for any noise that you hear in the background, but you know, living in New York, it's bound to happen, and the cars are not ceasing, and I want to film this today, so we are just dealing with it. I'm Deirdre, and today I'm going to be filming the Netflix book tag. I was tagged by my friend Greg, and I will put their handle up on the screen. If you are not following Greg, please do. They are an absolutely wonderful human being, and I'm so glad that we have become friends through the Book Talk and Bookstagram community, and his little shout out in the tag made my heart sing. So please go follow Greg. Okay, let's do it. Let's get right into this and see if we can make this a not super long video. Okay. So the first question is recently watched, and the last book that I finished was Queen of Coin and Whispers by Helen Corcoran. It's like a medieval political intrigue that is sapphic, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Number 2 is Top Picks, and it's a book or books that you have been recommended based off of books you've previously read. So I have a couple. Up first is the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson, which I have actually just started. I'm on page 6. I'm doing a very large read along and buddy read with some of my friends on Book Talk, and we're gonna be reading this book throughout the month of August. So I'm very excited to finally be getting into this because I'm a big high fantasy fan, and you know, kind of want to read some of the like core high fantasy books in the genre. And then I have Vicious and Vengeful by Victoria Schwab. I am a massive Victoria Schwab fan. I recommend the Shades of Magic trilogy to literally everyone, but I have not read this duology yet. So I own it, I have it, I'm hoping to get to it soon. And then the last book that I have been recommended a lot, but have been very hesitant to start, is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And I keep going back and forth because I do want to read it. People say great things about the first and second book, but the series is unfinished and it's unclear if it will ever be finished. So, you know, not sure if I want to put my time into it. Recently watched, this is the last book that you bought. And the last book that I bought was The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan for our read along. This little baby was $10.99. I believe this is the current mass market paperback, I think. Popular on Netflix. So this is books that everybody knows about, and I'm going to do 2 that I have read and 2 that I have no interest in reading. So first up, I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I read this back in March in preparation for the Shadow and Bone TV show, and we did a whole deep dive on the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology on my podcast. And I really liked it. I totally get why people love this book and why it is so cherished by people. And I do hope to do a reread of it. So if that says anything about how much I enjoyed it. And then also Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I adored this book. I read it last summer. I have one last stop back there. Casey has very quickly become one of my favorite authors. So yeah, I get the hype. I get the hype. And 2 books that I have no interest in reading. One of them is The Selection by Kara Cass, mostly just because I'm not that into YA books anymore. I am very picky about which YA books I do end up picking up, and this one just came out so long ago that I feel like if I had read it when it had come out, when I was the demographic it was marketed for, I would have enjoyed it, but I just don't think I would enjoy it now, and I have far too many books on my TBR to read books that I'm not going to fully enjoy. And another book that is quite popular, at least on Book Talk, that I just probably won't be getting to is We Were Liars. Again, for the fact that I just have far too many books on my TBR to dedicate time to reading a book that I just don't think I'm going to love. The next category is comedies, and so I am kind of cheating here and doing a whole series, and that is The Brown Sisters by Talia Hibbert. These are 3 romantic comedies, and I love them so much. I started reading Talia's books this year, and I fell head over heels in love with The Brown Sisters. They're just such fun books, and I adore them. The next category is dramas, and it's for a character that is a drama queen or king. So I have gone with Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab because Rye, the Prince of Red London, is the biggest drama queen. Kel is kind of a drama queen too, to be honest. The next category is animated, and the prompt is a book with cartoons on the cover. So I have gone for a graphic novel, and this is the first graphic novel that I ever read, and it is Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. I hope I'm saying Wendy's last name correctly. And I really adored this little YA graphic novel, and the graphics inside are just beautiful. The next category is Watch It Again, a book or book series that you would reread. And so I have gone for the book that I have reread the most, and that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I adore this book. It was the first adult fantasy that I had ever read and absolutely fell in love with, and was one of the only books I read in college. And I try to reread this at least once a year. I kind of fell off there for a couple of years, but I love rereading this book. The next category is documentaries, a nonfiction that you recommend to everyone. And so I have gone for 2 because I recommend these to everyone. And the first is Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me. This is a wonderful nonfiction. The audiobook is fantastic, and they did an HBO movie version of the book, which was also absolutely wonderful. Can't recommend this enough. And also Becoming by Michelle Obama. I loved this audiobook. Last summer I painted my room, and I would just listen to this for like 6 hours a day, and hearing Michelle tell her story really made the book for me. So I highly recommend this book, and I highly recommend the audiobook. The next category is action and adventure. An action-packed book is the prompt. So I'm gonna go with City of Brass and the sequel, Kingdom of Copper. I have not read the third book, Empire of Gold, but I would definitely say that these 2 books are quite action-packed, and there's everybody in New York agreeing with me. And the final category is new releases. The prompt is a book or books that recently came out or will be coming out that you are highly anticipating. And for me, I'm gonna go with 2 books. One of them came out in July, and that is She Who Became the Sun. I am so excited for this one. And Redemptor, the second book to Raybearer. I cannot wait. I have been waiting for this one, and I'm so excited that we're finally in release month, and I cannot wait to read both of these books. And that is the end of the video. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I sat down and I filmed a YouTube video today. I'm pretty proud of myself. Let me know if there are any other tag videos that you would like me to do. I do enjoy doing these. I feel like it's a good way to get some content out there and just get into the groove of a filming schedule. I have kind of settled into my apartment, and I'm slowly but surely settling into a routine, and will hopefully be getting more videos out on more of a schedule. But until then, make sure you're following me on my social accounts. I will have them up here so that you don't miss out whenever I do post. You can also go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Alrighty, I am not going to tag anybody. I might tag some people on Instagram to do it when I post this, because I don't know a whole lot of people in this booktube community, so I don't feel like I have anybody to tag yet. But if you see this video and you want to go ahead and do the tag, please, by all means, go ahead and do it. I will have the questions down in the description box. And that is all from me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!